And I'm Jesse Hurlbert.
Welcome to Arthropod Adventures. Season 4, Episode 5, The Death Kill.
The Death Carrier.
I cannot say it.
Try it again. Death Carrier.
Death Carrier. Today's arthropod can be found around a
Carcass.
Carcass where it might be taking care of insects.
It's young. That's its baby. So it's take care of its babies. Unfortunately, go ahead, Char.
Unfortunately, this is not a species you see a lot of, and its numbers are not that
great.
Great.
And then we always say,
can you guess what it is?
Today's episode brings us to the world of the American burying beetle. Their scientific name is Necrophorus americanus. The genus Necrophorus has maybe the coolest name ever, Charlie, if I'm going to be honest with you. It comes from Latin and Greek origin and essentially translates to death carrier or night carrier. Now, what do you think about that?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think it's a pretty baller name, and I think it's really cool, and I like it. And its species, Americanus, just refers to the fact that it's found in North America or the United States. And it reminds me of another species with Americanus as its name, and that's the Narcissus americanus. It's the giant American millipede. Now, do you want to read here, Char? Go ahead.
They are
strikingly
beautiful beetles, if I do say so
myself.
The
exoskeletons
are the beautiful shiniest.
They are beautiful and shiny and black, yep. And they have pops
of oranges on its
on their elytra and their pronotum, which really makes this beetle shine. The orange is beautiful markings. Now, Charlie, to me, it kind of looks like someone took drops of orange paint and just plopped it right on the shiny exoskeleton. It kind of just rolled off the edges. And I read in a few places that these spots were described as scalloped, specifically the ones on the elytra. Now, another defining feature is the large, sometimes darker orange spots found on the pronotum. And it takes up most of the space here. And then the head also features a smaller spot of orange right between the eyes. We'll talk about that in a moment. So go, Charlie.
And if all of that was not cool
enough,
the
antenna
are
also adorned
with an orange
crown. So this is what's really cool, Charlie. So they have the antennas that come out. It kind of looks, they're kind of feathered out at the end. It kind of looks like an orange crown. Go ahead.
We
even
get some oranges on the
legs.
Excuse me. Legs. And this is not
is not a small beetle. They could be about 1.5 inches in length. That's pretty good size. Not too big, not too small. And they are the largest carrion beetle found in the United States. And carrion beetles are the things that eat carrion or dead animals. And we'll talk about that soon. Now, we'll get back to that little orange patch that's in between their eyes, Charlie. Okay? Because it can give us a clue about their gender, apparently. According to the Animal Diversity Web article about these beetles, whose authors were listed as Shivani Kitani from Rutgers University, Tanya Parker, and I hope I pronounced their names right. I apologize if I did not. And the article said, and I quote, "In males, this patch is square, while it's triangular in the females," end quote. And I do always enjoy a nice, good, quick way to tell the gender of an animal. And here you just have to look, apparently, at that little orange patch in the front. You want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
There are so many
Close. Interesting.
Facts about the beetle that I am very excited to talk about.
But Charlie, we're going to get to a little sad news first. This is an endangered species, and according to the article put out by the Center for Biological Diversity, they gave a lot of useful information here, and apparently it was once found in 35 separate states, but that number has drastically dwindled. Being put on the endangered species list did help the population, but then, and I quote from this article, in 2020, the first Trump administration downlisted the American burying beetle from endangered to threatened status. The downlisting rule also outlines exclusions that allow oil and gas companies to pursue developments within the beetle's fragile habitat in Oklahoma, end quote. So it's kind of sad to see an animal whose numbers, whose very existence lies in the balance being ignored or shunned. And it's sickening, and I can only hope that the next generation does better for our planet, Charlie. And I think that relies with you. We need to help every living thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, you want to keep going?
This is a
nocturnal
beetle. So if you are
searching
for one
during
the day, you will most likely find it under some
leaf litter. And they only live for about a year or so, their whole full life cycle. Now, their common name, Charlie, the burying beetle, comes from the fact that they indeed bury. In this case, they are burying the carcass or a dead animal, and they apparently have the ability to sense this carcass from about 2 miles away. And the males and females will come, and if 2 males get there, Charlie, you know what they do? They fight. Because they want that dead carcass, and they want the female so that they can mate. Now, if the female does not naturally come to the carcass, the male will climb up to the top of the body and send off some pheromones to entice a female.
Once a male and
female
have found one around
another
the burying
the burying beetle
the
burying will happen. So this is where the male and the female will ball up the carcass and start to bury it. So apparently, Charlie, the beetle can pull
2.
That's not a 2. Read the whole number.
2,200.
Close. 200 times their body weight, Charlie. Now, that's impressive. Not only do they bury it, but I read that it can even be a few inches under the soil, which is impressive for a beetle its size. Using their mandibles, they will rip the hair or feathers off the body, and the female will lay her eggs above the body. In the Animal Diversity Web article that I referenced earlier, they stated that the carcass of the animal needed to be, and I quote, of sufficient size in order to successfully breed, between 50 and 200 grams, end quote. Oh, I forgot you like to read the letters. Now, the size requirement comes down, The size requirement comes down to the feeding their young. So it makes sure that they have a sufficient food source, Charlie. So they need to make sure that whatever carcass they have is big enough to feed their young for most of their life. And the article also stated, and I quote, if the carcass is too small, It cannot provide the sufficient food for all the larvae, and the parents may eat some of their young. So the parents might eat their babies if there's not enough food for everybody. Isn't that kind of wild?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, do you want to read here? The larva
begin
between
40/70-ish days to reach about
adulthood. That's how long it takes for them to go from egg to adulthood. It's pretty quick.
pupa. Blah, blah, blah.
Yes. And
Pupa.
egg, larva, pupa, adult. Right, that's a complete metamorphosis.
Egg, pupa,
Larva.
Hold on, let me do it. Egg, larva, pupil, adult.
There you go. Now, this larval stage will take them into the colder months because the mating happens in the earlier part of the warmer, summerish weather. And the freshly emerged adults, towards the end of the warmer time, will overwinter as adults and repeat the cycle when the warm weather returns. And in a unique feature not seen in a lot of beetles, we have parental care here, as we talked about before. That's right. Yeah. These parent beetles take care of their young. In a true mama bird movement, the parents of the American burying beetle preemptively chew their food up and put it into the nesting site where the young are.
I don't understand.
So they take the food, they chew it up, spit it back out so that the babies can eat it easier.
Gross.
And I mean, it's gross, but lots of animals do this.
A bird, the mama bird have a cricket in her mouth and a worm at the same time. She ate it all, but then she spit it back out, and then the babies ate it, and then she ate it again, and then she spit it out, and they kept doing the same thing.
Okay. Now, they will do this for some time until the larvae reach the right size and they can feed from the carcass themselves. More amazingly, the parents also tend to the carcass that they are all feeding on. They will remove any dangerous growth such as fungus or mold. And there's also a bit of a symbiotic relationship here. And the American burying beetle has these mites found on them, and the mites get access to food from where the beetle is, and they keep the beetle clean. So that's some teamwork right there. Now, these beetles are an important part of our ecosystem, doing the dirty work we often think of as gross or disgusting. But just by these beetles being themselves, they are helping out everybody. Now, I'm not saying that I don't enjoy a good carcass observation, but the fact that these beetles are burying some is a pretty good service. You want to read here? Last part?
Where?
So
next time you see a
shiny
black beetle, do all double. Take for those iconic oranges. Make
markings. Right, because you might live in one of the areas where this beetle is still there, and you want to take a picture of it. You want to probably post it to iNaturalist. I like to do all that stuff when we find things. We post it to iNaturalist, so you can do a little bit of community science, and scientists can maybe see where these beetles are, and it could help in the conservation of them. You want to tell people thanks for listening?
Thanks for listening. Never check out the show notes. I don't know.
Always look at the show notes, and I hope they enjoyed your sniffles today.
Sniffles, I don't know what the words are because I haven't even done this in so long.
All right. So thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Stay inquisitive.
Stay inquisitive. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, right, Charlie?
Yeah.
If you have an arthropod you would love to hear about, want to tell us what you think about the show, or found one of our mistakes, send us an email at arthropodadventurespodcast@gmail.com. And you can find us on Instagram at arthropod_adventures_podcast and follow us there. And thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Never stop learning. Show your show notes and never stop learning.
Stay inquisitive.
And never stop learning.
And always check out the show notes you're ready.